The time is 12 noon on this Monday afternoon, July 29th, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel News Warden this Monday afternoon, July 29th, 2019. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter J. Wiggins. It's 12 noon on this Monday afternoon, and we have a temperature of 88 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel News Warden this Monday afternoon is... And I know multiple possible accomplices in California shouldn't benefit by as Sentinel liver as 3 dead, 15 injured in a Gilway Gallic Festival shooting in California. Trump last comment now shoving his feet with Dems over Baltimore heat top. Could Boris Johnson's no deal Brexit crack up the United Kingdom? Then quotes quits after White House suppressed Russia warning. Trump signs a 9/11 Victims Compensation Fund bill. The LA winners that have transformed life for herders in Mongolia. Pumpkin proposed for South Federal Lot One Side for a pot shop. Biden scrums to recover from debate flop. In this Michigan County, voters feel economic gains and Trump fatigue. Democrats' Trump Eric quandary is criminal playoff defense. It ought to be obvious by now. Arkansas school shooter who killed 5 in 1998 dies in a head-on car crash. Chatterback slam condemns racial radical elements but Hong Kong violence. Western opposition leader may have been poisoned, doctor said. Italian officer allegedly killed by American teens who was stabbed with knife brought from U.S. says police. 8-year-old Valerie dies after being pushed under train tracks in Germany. Handsome woman arrests after 7 outside hotel in Sharon. Viagra amphetamine drug makers from a $20 billion a year powerhouse. Trump hits the Fed again, said small rate cut is not enough this week. LC's $27 billion derivative take over the plans to lift its shares to record. Look at that stock today, 41.29 at 233.74, SP 5 down 4.62 at 3021.24, Nasdaq down 51.55 at 8278.66. Delta acquires meteor shower will peak in night skies. Irish in search for a holy grail of autographs. Japanese space probe captures videos showing touchdown and comet. City killer asteroid just missed the surface after a stack of them, experts said. Study reveals common products linked to most brain injuries in kids. Sickle cell patient reveal terrified Congo presidents are abused in the Ebola vaccine and fears it will kill them. North Korea's state media says the regime has remains debating on the pedal for the period in the Yasong River in North Province. Iran ready to export gasoline, natural gas if cannot export crude oil. South Korea returns 3 North Koreans at the maritime border. Iran released a video Monday showing the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps order and a British name ship not interference as they say no attack on the July 9th tensions between the two countries. After 8 weeks of protests in Hong Kong, the Chinese government made a rare statement Monday to support leaders and police on down territories that the riders made just swift punishment. Abdul Samfer may have been involved in the production on a mobile launcher for the North Korean intercontinental ballistic missile. The lower Mississippi River in the south central United States is forecasted coming days to fall below flood stage in nearly 7 months for a day. 2020 can look what avails fund the straight in the U.S. Inslee comment change fund targets fund line 1.2 trillion funding. Tomorrow, Harris reveals a different type of Medicare for all. The world's largest drug maker in that Monday will look by by the bakers of the EpiPen to create an international committee focused on low-price medications. Peter Chill News Time is a 12:04. Time now for a sports report. Red Sox will square off against the Tampa Bay Rays tonight, 7 o'clock at Fenway Park. Chris Steele took a little start to the Red Sox big save in the weekend. Baker Mayfield, they'll bring us things that he never seen before. Peter Chill News Time, 12:04. Time now for Peter Chill Traffic and Transit Check. Beep on the MBTA Ozark Space delays up to 10 minutes due to signal problem at Oak Grove. Commuter Rail. Ring line trades 707 11 from South Station operate 5 minutes passing between Walpole Porch Park 195 with no speed restriction. Providence train 809, 10:25 a.m. from South Station Drive with 35 minutes behind schedule in the Rich Province due to late arrival equipment and earlier speed restriction. Right negative that was in Bowie's, New England, Route 6 westbound, slow go between Bristol and Denison and Haberskin between 130 Center down to the Seymour Bridge and Ford Bridge of the Buffett Inspector Trader. The northbound side also Ford Rotary, 195 westbound side, also between East Providence and the downtown Providence. 95 both ends and the outlaws every curve inspector. 1.6 both ends by the North Springfield stretch. 130 eastbound side, Wilson, Jamestown, and the Newport. And Mano Bridge, both ends, it's looking good. And up in northern New England. Up in the South Shore, 3 both ends back between Weymouth and Hanover. 7 Expressway, slow between Quincy and downtown Boston. 93 both ends downtown Boston back up. And 495 with the southbound side, so between Hudson and Barber. And 138 the southbound side, so between Route 1 in Peabody, Ireland, and Linfield. 495 with the northbound side, so between Lawrence and April. And 495 with the southbound side, so between Hudson and Barber. Mass Pike westbound side, so at Auburn stretch. And 91 southbound side, also on Northampton stretch. And Mass Pike westbound side, also Route 20 notice. 95 on the southbound side, so the New London stretch, and the Hibis can be between Guilford and Brentford. And off the Route 91 in New Haven, and 95 on the southbound side, also between Route 7 and Norwalk, and Greenwich, Connecticut. Merritt Parkway westbound side, so the New Canaan, Connecticut, and eastbound Merritt Parkway, so at Trumbull. Up in northern New England, spotted back on the southbound side. Little Stone both ends around Route 4 in Durham, New Hampshire, and Route 101 westbound south, so after Everett back in Manchester, New Hampshire, and 93 both ends about around Laconia, New Hampshire, and 89 northbound side, also Montpelier, Vermont, and 87 in southbound side, also Wilhelm and Champlain, New York, and onwards 15 and 55 both ends around 7 Quebec around U.S. Canadian border, and 91 in southbound side, little slow around upstate Vermont. Peter, Chaladusa, and 85 at the northbound side, also Houghton, Maine. Peter, Chaladusa, 1207 9 for a weather report. We are under a heat advisory until 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Heat spots between 95 100 degrees this afternoon and early this evening, and again Tuesday afternoon, early Tuesday evening, the risk of heat exhaustion during after exertion, extended exposure that's close to Norfolk, Connecticut, Rhode Island, as well as eastern Massachusetts and the lower elevations of western Massachusetts, and combination of hot temperatures and high humidity will combine to create a situation in which heat illnesses are possible. Drink plenty of foods and stay in the air-conditioned room and stay out of the sunshine and check my relatives and neighbors. And to reduce risk during outdoor work, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration recommends scheduling frequent rest breaks in shaded air-conditioned environments. And everyone come out, heat should be moving cool and shaded location. Stroke emergency down 911. And look at the forecast conducted. Scattered showers on the May after 3 p.m. But this afternoon, put the sun today 92 degrees and southwest about 8 miles an hour outside, 21 miles an hour, church to 40%. New rain amounts less than 7 inches, possible amounts, possible thunderstorms for tonight. Scattered showers at the May for 8 p.m. Pittsburgh after 4 a.m. was partly cloudy about 69 degrees, common chest rate to 30%. New amounts less than 7 inches, possible amounts, possible thunderstorms for Tuesday. Pittsburgh for 70 miles, most of the day, most of the coast, 93 about 70 degrees. Wind southwest about 5 to 7 miles outside, 22 miles an hour for Wednesday. Check the showers may after 9 a.m. Put the sun's covered 86, about 68 degrees. Just measured is 40% for Thursday at check showers before noon. Most of the sun's covered 84, about 62 degrees. Light northeast wind, just measured is 30% for Friday. Most sunny put the covered 83, about 62 degrees. Light of wind, show to the southward about 5 miles coming in the evening for Saturday. Most sunny put covered 83, about 64 degrees. Coming southwest about 3 to 5 miles an hour in the afternoon for Sunday. Most sun's 85 degrees. Light west wind. Right now, northern it's 88 degrees and fair skies. That's going to 89 degrees of fair. And that's me for the Peter Channel. You know the one on this July 29th, 2019 on a Friday. Viewers, hope you have a good afternoon, goodbye day. Hope you have a wonderful day.